Hey guys, I see a lot of people struggling with macros, so I thought what the hell, let's make a video about it. I know there's hundreds, if not thousands, about it already, but I want to add my share of knowledge to my viewers. First, the most basic stuff. A macro is built up by three variables. The first one defines whether you want to call something or use something, set or run something. In this tutorial, we're only going to go through two of those attributes, casting and using. Here's one example of how a basic macro can look. /cast, bracket, at target, end of bracket, fell flame. First variable defines if it should cast or use an item. Second variable defines who it should affect and if a modifier should be pushed. Third variable defines what spell or item that you want to use. In my example above, the answer is following. I want to cast and I want it to hit my target with Fell Flame. So, starting off with the first variable. If you want to cast something, you always use /cast. Basically, if you can find it in your spellbook, you should use cast. If you want to use something from your bags like a Hellstone, Managem, Soulstone or Hearthstone, you use /use, so it's fairly simple. 2 is the complex variable. Everything you write here should be inside brackets. I like to build my macros in the same structure, since it's easier if you want to modify it afterwards. But you can switch place of any attribute inside the brackets without it affecting the macro. When selecting what target to affect, you can either use targets equal to or just at. I always use at since it's way shorter. You can use multiple brackets after each other and then it becomes like a priority list. The first one which returns true will make the macro complete its task. And remember, it reads from left to right. The targets I use is usually at target, which is my target, at focus, my focus, at mouse over, the target my mouse is hovering over. Either of these works to use as an attribute in a second variable instead of at target. I used an example. You put a different target after each other. Example, /cast, bracket, at target, end of bracket, bracket, at focus, end of bracket, Fell Flame. Just remember to put them inside different brackets. This macro will try to cast Fell Flame on my target, and if it doesn't exist, it will cast on my focus target instead. I hope you understand the targeting function now. There are some more advanced targets you can use, such as Party 1, 2, 3 and Arena 1, 2, 3, but I'm not gonna go through them in this tutorial. It will be in a more advanced one later on. The second argument is gonna be either help if it's a friendly target or harm if it's a hostile. The same macro with this added is gonna look like this. /cast, bracket, at target, comma, harm, end of bracket, bracket, at focus, comma, harm, end of bracket, Fell Flame. Same here, read from left to right. Is my target harmful? If no, is my focus harmful? If no, then it doesn't cast anything. If one of these return yes, it'll cast against that target. You can add many more arguments to define who the spell should apply on. A nice way to use this is for interrupts. Let's take spell lock. Maybe you want to be able to DPS one target and interrupt another one. With macros you can solve this in a very easy way. We just used what we learned with targeting functions. Then we're gonna add a modifier. Modifiers are one of the buttons, Shift, Control or Alt, or no mod for no modifier. It will be the third argument. It's done with mod, Shift, Alt or Control. So to use this, here it's what it's looked like. /cast, bracket, at target, comma, harm, comma, no mod, end of bracket. Bracket, at focus, comma, harm, comma, mod, shift, end of bracket. Bracket, at mouse over, comma, harm, comma, mod, control, spell lock. What this macro does is, if no modifier is pushed, it interrupts my target. If shift is pushed, it will interrupt my focus target. And if control is pushed, it interrupts my mouse over target. These arguments can be used on all spells, but remember, not every spell works on both harmful and friendly targets, so it's important that you use the correct one, or the macro won't work. And this was all I was gonna go through in this tutorial. Hope it have helped a lot of you people out there. For the people who already knew most of this stuff, I hope I wasn't too boring. I'm gonna do more upcoming macro tutorials if you want. Please post in the comments below what you want me to go through, if it's anything specific you're having problems with or just wondering. If you have a specific macro you're struggling with, post it in the comments, or what you want to do with the macro, and I'm gonna reply with the correct macro. Yeah, thanks for watching, and don't be afraid to like or subscribe.